front shot of the Excalibur. It's a replica of the Neuenstein Weinstein. I hope I pronounced that right. And I think it's in Bavaria. I saw it one time, I think, when I was over there. And well, they tried to make it a replica. And, well, I guess some of the people that designed this, you know, they envisioned a lot of things. So, and we have New York here. And I think New York is probably the one of the most popular places to really hang out at night here. And on the other side of that, I don't know if you can see that, but that's the city center. That was like one of the last few complexes that was built. And mainly, I think with the city center, the people that tried to, that developed that, Vegas is going to another little phase there where they had this vision of a lot of condominiums being built on the streets, on the strip, where people can come and like live. And so that was their vision with what they call the city center. I think it's about 3 or 4. I think it's called the Adair or something like that. I think that's the casino, and I think it's like about 5 or 6 different complexes that was built there. I think the Mandarin is one. I can't think of all of them. We're gonna have to go over there and see. But anyway, their vision was to build a lot of condos on the strip where people could actually live. And I don't know if they eventually materialized or not. All right, I'm at the Mandalay Bay and Las Vegas Boulevard, Mandalay Bay Drive and Las Vegas Boulevard. This is the southernmost part of what they call the Las Vegas Strip, or the Las Vegas Boulevard. And it's also the site of the shooting. The guy was shooting, I think, from the 30th floor. And he was shooting over this way. There's a little, I guess, convention area over there where the light is. Well, on the other side of the light. And they had a big, I guess it's a country music fest or something like that. Route 91, I think it was. So he had a couple of automatic weapons, and he just opened fire on them. And a lot of people just ran. They either ran over across the street to the Luxor, or they ran back over behind the little convention area to Tropicana, and it's a church over there in the back. So they just took off just running. All right, this is the Luxor here. It's like a replica of the pyramids in Egypt, and it's like a pyramid. When they first built this, it was like a lot of incidents that really happened there. So it was I guess it was new to some of the people that was building it. So anyway, they finally got it built, and it's I think it's one of the most beautiful sight or attraction here on the Strip is the Luxor. It's really amazing. This is a little tram that goes, I think it goes from the Sahara, used to be the Sahara, the SLS to Mandalay Bay. It's two of them. Anyway, this is the Luxor here. This is some of the statues and stuff like that. And it's quite a sight to see. And adjacent to that, that's the replica of the German castle, Neuenstein-Weinstein, I think they pronounced that right. And I can't think of the name of it. All right, this is some more little statues and stuff. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit. Okay, that's some of the statues there. And that's the Excalibur there. And zoom back out. So that's the Excalibur right next door to it. These are some of the last, the Excalibur, the Mandalay Bay, and the Luxor. These was like one of the last large casinos to get built. I think one of the newest ones was the city center. That's the most recent one, I think. But anyway, when they started building a lot of the big resorts, these were the last three really big resorts that actually got built on the Strip. It took a lot of land too. I think it was a couple of casinos that was out here. I can't think of them right now. But one of them was Red Fox was appearing. I forget the name of it. All right, now that's the Tropicana. The Tropicana, I think, one of the original ones besides the Flamingo. So this is one of the first big resorts to be built out here on the Las Vegas Strip. I think one of the reasons why they started building out here, I guess they wanted to try to like get away from downtown, and they wanted to try to build like a place where people could come and enjoy themselves, where you can have a big pool, where you can have like entertainments, and also they wanted the really nice hotels, kind of like New York, you know, where they have the shows and stuff like that. So anyway, that was some of the ideas that some of the developers had during that time. But as time went along through the years, Vegas has kind of went to a lot of different phases. Some of the phases that they wanted to try to be like Disneyland, I guess, attract a lot of kids. That didn't eventually work, so they went into something else. I think now they trying to like really try to catch up with some of the largest cities and try to like emulate some of the largest cities here in the country. And so that's Tropicana, and that's the MGM. It was another MGM, the first original MGM. I think it's called Bally's now, but they changed that. That it was, I think it was back in the late 70s, early 80s. It caught on fire, and so eventually they changed the name to Bally's, and they opened up a new MGM over here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's where they have a lot of shows and a lot of boxing events and stuff like that. All right, this is from Tropicana in Las Vegas Boulevard South. This is the MGM. This is the new MGM. And this is where they have a lot of the fights, Mayweather fights and stuff like that. So a couple of years ago, I think when they first built it, they envisioned, well, at the time they was going through this phase, Las Vegas, they wanted to be like Disneyland. So I guess they wanted to attract, like family friendly or something like that. So they started building all these amusement parks and stuff like that, but eventually they end up taking a lot of that stuff out. I think the only place now that has the roller coaster is the New York, which is the little red circle thing there. I don't know if it's going right now. Anyway, that's the New York. I think it's one of the most popular places to hang out is the New York. And that's at Tropicana and Las Vegas Boulevard South. All right, this is the city center here. This is the Aria. This is the Mandarin here, the big one. The Aria is somewhere over that way. There's a bunch of them here. And one of the things that Vegas is trying to do is they're trying to bring a lot of high-end stores. So it's a lot of high-end, you see a lot of high-end stores here. As Crystal, that's another one. And another thing too, they try to bring a lot of the sidewalk cafes in too. So it's a lot of interesting things that Vegas is trying to do. All right, this is the Polo Towers here. This is probably one of the least talked about clubs on the strip. Is the Polo Tower, and it's right next door to the MGM here. And in the back of it, it's got a couple of towers. I forget. I think this. I don't know if those are the Hilton Towers or what. Anyway, it's adjacent to the Planet Hollywood and Paris. And this is the city center here, which I'm going to try to go into.